you want me for this?
No,
or
no,
you're
you're
doing
good.
it?
I'll do it. But chime in. This is for you. So if there's things that you want to share or remind me of. Randy, thanks for the session, buddy. I was just talking with you here about what we did today, right? And it was, I think, moderately successful. I think we had some tough moments between a couple different factors that came together. But I just want to remind you of a couple things that were genuinely, I think, very helpful for you. I think particularly those like shots that were going off the hosel, right? Those are a real bummer. And then the real hard low smother hooks are a bummer. And I think they're cousins, right? They're the two, they're related, basically, what's happening there. So typically when you're hitting that shot is when your left arm separates a little bit from your chest, starts moving outward, right? So any amount that we move towards the ball with the handle of the club, right, gets that hosel closer to the ball. So for you, most of the time that was happening when your arm would get out this way, right? So even it would start to separate away from this, and then you would throw your hands. The other thing that had influence on that was when you were in this sort of position, where the club face would be more open than we remembered it being, or when you were hitting good shots, right? If it's here, your brain knows, I gotta square that face, and then you would do this, right? That extra bit of throwing with your hands, and the more pressure that we do, sometimes it would help close the face where you make open contact, but some amount of time, if we pressure that handle there, it kicks it outward, right? If we squeeze it and pull on it, it pushes that club outward, and that's how we were getting off the hosel. So the fixes that we helped you with were feeling this left arm stay pinned across your left chest here, right? In a position where then our left shoulder can also stay a little bit more closed and upward, right? Certainly, of course, it is gonna move around this way as we get towards our finish, but you were getting there too early, right? You were getting in this position here, you were taking your left shoulder and you were slamming it down this way. And that's what was leading to some of those really fat ones, was the left arm and shoulder here going like this and creating that action there. If we can feel this left shoulder staying a little bit more closed and up and out this way, we can kind of do this, right? Probably should have had you maybe do some left arm onlys this way, now that I think about it, to kind of get this action going, where that club's staying up, it's not rolling over as much. You can even jump in here and do some little left arm only swings, but I think that would be beneficial for you, just to feel this action here, this left shoulder staying up and out this way a little bit more, rather than getting that hand action smother shot that you were doing before. Does that make sense?
It's kind of the right that gets me in trouble, isn't it?
Yeah, totally, man. And especially if we have that left or that right hand on, or left hand on there, that little bit stronger position. Feel that club traveling up there?
Yeah.
Good.
Kind of automatically folds.
Yeah.
Nah, you just making fun of me.
No. Left arm only, man. You got this. Oh, no. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. What?
Nice and
Ball.
relaxed. We don't have to hit it far. Just hit contact. That's not bad.
Not as good as the two-handers.
I was going to say get out of here. But, like, the thing is, it certainly isn't traveling around yourself too much. Good? Okay, good. Up and to the right. You know what? It's actually not bad, man. I'm going to review that later, but I actually think that motion is a helpful one.
Yeah, that felt more like that to me.
Exactly, yeah. Getting extended there and not, like, rolling it over, not overturning that chest to the left, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I'm sorry to say it didn't occur to me during our session.
It's okay, I can do that
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. So yeah, I think those are the couple things that'll help you the most. Just focus on that, really. Just the approach to the ball. And the other thing, Randy, your golf swing looks pretty okay, buddy. It's really not that bad. I think you were probably getting in your head a little bit about feeling shitty about yourself, about how it was. That was awesome right there. That little
Why
brush
is
on
that
the
such
ground.
an easy transition without the right hand?
Because you're a grabby guy with your right hand, right? You want to pull and
But
manipulate
it
that
feels
club
like it gets here,
and falls, right?
and I just let it go.
It
and
helps.
it's that way.
So the more hands we have on it, right, the more pressure we can apply, the more we want to do it. Where just your left hand knows, I'm not that strong. I can't move it all the way. So we just let it fall naturally a little bit better into that position, and then just let it flow through the finish. So maybe a little softer right hand in terms of the grip pressure might be helpful as well here.
Yeah.
That's one that could stop some of that.
Sure.
That right
That's
hand
what I'm
down.
doing. If this is driving everything,
Yeah.
this dummy don't know what to do but hold a watch and be the top hand on a golf club.
Exactly. So yeah, let's give it a go there, man. I think
that's so